And finally, some good news for you about someone who has had coronavirus and recovered. George Alagiah, as many of you will know, has stage 4 cancer. He's undergone more than 60 rounds of chemotherapy and is still having treatment. It puts him, of course, at a much higher risk than most people. 2 weeks ago, he went into hospital and tested positive. Thankfully, he is now back home, and this afternoon I spoke to him about his experience.
They did loads and loads of tests for all kinds of things, one of which was COVID-19 coronavirus. And a few days later, I think 3, 4, 5 days later, my oncologist phoned up and said, well, you're fine as far as the chemo side effects are concerned, but you do have COVID-19. And actually, my first reaction was, well, actually, if that was it, then I've got away with it, because I had a temperature, but I didn't have all those other really nasty things that people talk about. Right now, last couple of days, I feel not back to normal, but certainly I feel well.
But you were one of the people we were most worried about when all this began. You've got stage 4 cancer. I mean, I've had numerous conversations with you here in the newsroom, and we were really worried about you.
It seemed a very anxious time. And actually, my friends like you were getting more anxious, I think, than I was, because, to be honest, if you've been living as I have for 6 years, with scans every 3 months and the whole uncertainty, and sometimes in a very life-threatening way, this didn't seem so bad to me. And there was almost a part of me that thought, well, maybe I could get it. And if I could get what, the chief medical officer talks of as being a mild or moderate case of it, then I can actually get it out of the way.
The thing with you is you obviously are, you've got cancer, you've been treated for cancer, and there are an awful lot of people out there who will be watching you now who are really frightened of getting this thing. What is your message to them?
For all those people out there living with cancer, my message is firstly, we all know what uncertainty is about. We all know what being in a life-threatening situation is about. And this needn't be like that. I don't want to trivialize it simply because I seem to have had a mild or moderate case of COVID-19. But actually, the very fact that we're living with cancer, I think, gives us an edge. We've confronted those kind of difficult, dark moments in our life. And in some ways, I think that we, those of us living with cancer, are stronger because we kind of know what it is like to go into something where the outcomes are uncertain. And I certainly feel that having had that experience, in my case, 6 years as a cancer patient, I went into this feeling actually quite strong. If I can live with cancer, then I can certainly live with COVID-19. I kept telling myself that. And yeah, okay, I'm lucky, Sophie. I've had it in a mild way, but lots and lots of other people are going to have it in a mild way too.
George Alagiah speaking to me earlier. Great to see him looking so well.